Welcome to the Forex, and here we're looking at the US dollar. Now, we do have a clear five-wave structure up here, well, reasonably clear anyway, and if that's the case, we'd expect a retracement back to the 50-60% and then a move to the upside. But this could also be an A and a B and a C to this point here as well, being corrective, meaning that it would move further down. So the way that we navigate around this problem is with the levels, and the 80-30 here would be the top of group 1. So if this level became the support here, then expect it to get a third wave to the upside here. And if that's the case, then you're going to see the euro move to the downside and the crosses, in line with that. The other point here is that the 80-20, if we just drill in here for a moment, so support, if we consider this wave 1 up here, we can look back at this as wave 2, pull back to the 61.8 retracement level. So if that stays in place, then that's fine. As I mentioned, the 80-30 as a support would see further upside from that. So that's something that's coming close and that you can observe and use when it falls into place. The 80-20 here as a retested resistance would be the first sign of weakness to come into play as such. Just drilling in here to 5-minute chart here, we're looking at this being an A wave down, a B wave and a C wave down to here as the wave 2 here, and it does appear that we've got like a reasonable sort of third wave here, so a 5-wave structure to the upside. But all this would take here would be a move down through to here, and this would be like a third wave here too. So it's still a bit iffy. So on the long side, the 80-30 as support would be the long trade, and also short in the euro as well. So in the euro here, if we were considering that the US dollar had a bias to the upside, then obviously this would have a bias to the downside, but we need confirmation. We can see that from this last high here up in group 2 here, that we do have 5 waves to the downside here. Okay, so this would be the 61.8 retracement level to this high here at 137.46. Roughly, 43, 46, anyway in there. So that, this market can work lower from here. However, you'd still be working against the main trend. So you would need the 137.20, the pivot within group 1, as a retested resistance, or simply start looking for shorts below the 137 at that point. But at that point, you would see the US dollar finding support on the 80-30. So that's the sort of critical point, the 80-30 for the US dollar. The 137.20 here is a retested resistance, gives you the bias to the downside at that stage. Okay, so that's what you can look for there. So 5 waves down here can be wave 1 or A, back for wave 2 or B, and then wave 3 to the downside here. The Australian dollar is moving to the upside. Just want to have a look at the bigger picture here. The count that we're tracking on the daily day ahead report here is this low being in place here and seeing a move further up here. That said, there is an alternative count here as well. Just want to find it. It may be behind the scenes here a bit. Nope, not that one. Okay, this one here. So this one here would have from wave 2 here down to wave 3 here, it would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here, and then we'll be looking for the A, the B, and the C wave up here for intermediate wave 4, minor wave C, pulling back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, and then the wave 5 down through here. So there's 2 counts here. This wave 5 here can be in play here, or it can be as it is here. That said, that's just the bigger picture there. In the shorter term here, just on the 4-hour here, we're looking at this being a 5-wave structure up through here. We didn't know if it was going to be wave 1 or wave C, but it's slowly getting a bias of being a wave 1 here, or an A wave in the other alternative count, a B wave to here. But the main point is that we do have 5 waves up, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4 and the 5 here. And then we have this particular correction here that does fit quite nicely as an A wave, a B wave and a C wave here. So if that's the case, then we'll be looking for 5 waves up here in terms of this structure through here. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking 5 waves up to 91 here, and of course that can go after correction across here, can go further up there as well, but let's just stay with what we've got here. And you know, the 90's always been a line in the sand. It doesn't matter if you're short and it goes above 90, then you need to be out of that and you need to be looking for long trades. And if it comes below back 90, then we need to look for short trades again, look for setup. So what we can see so far is we can see that we've got little wave 1 up here and wave 2 in here, and this is like the wave 3 here, pretty much following stock. Overnight to the upside, this and this as a commodity dollar here following the S&P 500. So we're looking for wave 4 and wave 5, which should take us up to the 91 area there, and it would look a little bit like this here on the intraday. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I find is the best count for this, and this is the 3rd wave up here. The 4th can come back into group 1 area through here. So it's good if it goes below the 90-30, the top of group 1, and then goes back up there and finds support. And if it finds tested support on the 90-30, then you know that you can go to the upside there. Yes, because I was just looking in here and I just thought, you know, I did have wave 1 labeled to here and wave 2 back, but it's probably better to have like 1, 2, 3, 4 and little 5 waves in here for this wave 1 here. But I'm aware that it can be counted differently in terms of wave 1 to here, wave 2 to here, then another wave 1, wave 2, then a smaller wave 1 and wave 2, so smaller degrees going in through here to the upside. So both of them are valid. Let's just see how she climbs up through here. But definitely nice 3rd wave here. The 4th wave's unfolding, so we can expect a 5th wave to move to the upside. One way to figure it out too is by getting the 38.2 retracement level, which is back into the 90-23 sort of area through here for a wave 4. But yeah, look, support back up on 90-40 if it doesn't come all the way down through here. Then if it just moves straight up through here and finds support on 90-40, then go along from that stage there. And you'll be looking for a 5th wave that would be as long as this 1st wave here. So that would get you up to the you know, the 91 or the 90-72 group, the group 2 here. But anyway, allow this to unfold, let it come down, and then, you know, look, you know, find a way in on its way up there. But yeah, it's good if it comes below the 90-30, then find support. The Euro Australian, I'm going back to my original count here, calling this wave 4 in here on the daily and a wave 5 down through here. So let's drill in and have a look at that. So let's clean this up through here. So calling this wave 4 in through here, which would be the A, the B and the C, it may not be right. I understand that. It can be up for 1, back for 2, then up for 1 and A, B, C back for 2. But this is not a really good looking 5-wave structure up through here as such. So we need to look for weakness now, and it's probably likely to see a retest of that trend line before she moves down here again. But let's drill in and have a look at this little trend in here at least. So with that in mind, it does appear that we've got wave 1 to here, an A and a B and a C for wave 2 here. It is true that we can still have wave 1 here, wave 2 to this one here, then wave 1 and 2 to here. I'm aware of that, but I'll just leave it there. And what we're looking for here is 1, 2, 3, 4, probably in this sort of retest, trying to retest this anyway, and then down for 5, down to here as such. That's what we're looking for there. If I got that on a smaller scale, yeah. So this is what it looks like on the 5-minute chart. 5 waves down here, an A and a B and a C wave here, but that may not be the case. This, like I mentioned, that 2 can certainly go over there as well. I just need to do a bit more work on this, but what we're looking at here is down for 1, back for 2, down for the 3 here, back for 4 here, which can pull back 38% here, so to speak. So it can pull back up into the 152.20 area here before we see further downside for wave 3. And then we can look at wave 4 here, pulling back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So we'll put that back in there at 92. So we can look at this being a move up to here, then 5 waves down to here somewhere, and then an A and a B and a C back up to here, and then a 5th wave down through to here. That's what we're looking at there. Okay, the pound yen here. I'm a little bit sort of unsure of these because of the US cross, or the US dollar, so to speak, but it does appear that we've got this as a corrective move across here. Now, I'm unsure if I got wave 4 wave 4 here and wave 5 to move up here. If not, then wave 4 would have to be here and wave 5 would be here, and then this market would fail from here. So we'd be looking at this as 5 waves down and then a retest here and then further down. So a breach of the 170 here, or even 170.20 in here as weakness as well. So long trades on 171 because we want to get past this retracement here. So nice solid support on 171 would be the long trade to the upside, and 170.20 would be the short trade to the downside, because as you can see here, it does look like a bit of a 5-wave structure down through here, and then an A, B, C here in terms of an A, a nice B wave, and a C wave folding out into the 50-60% retracement level. But we want to get this down here somewhere as resistance here, before you look for short trades here. Unless you want to put a stop just above here and keep it short, The euro yen is in pretty much the same situation as well. So I just don't know the wave count. It's just been pretty damn messy all the way through here. I've just tried to sort of recount my sort of structure up through here, but either way, all of this up here, even though I can count it impulsively and so forth and corrective waves back and things, it's not a really good looking strong move to the upside. So it's looking at all this here, it's really creeping to the upside. So it's likely to be weak. So if you're going to go long here, you would need the closest largest number as support, and that would be the 141. Otherwise, expect it, to correct a bit lower through here. So, this looks corrective to the upside. This looks like 5 waves to the downside. This is so far corrective to the upside. So it does have a sort of a bearish bias to it. But like I said, well, this is also in 3 waves here as well. So this is corrective here. So there's a lot of conflicting wave counts here. So just wait for the 141 to find support here. Or if you start seeing it bearish, we'll then look to short it in line with other weakness that you'll find in the pound yen, or this one, any sort of European cross yen. Okay, that's it. Okay, cheers.